So lie down on your back and have a quite thick block with you. With your feet flat on the floor, you're going to lift your hips up and just place the thick block underneath you. Now, I'm not going to stay too long because it's not that great for the sacrum to be weighted over a thin layer like this. We're just going to let the fronts of the hips open up a little bit. It's not a restorative long hold. Just allowing the hips to open up. So you can have it on its flat setting, or you can even have a bolster. So if there's any problem with your sacrum, then I'd go for more surface area under the sacrum. So the flat block, or if you want to be a bit higher, then you could have a bolster. We're going to do some psoas stretching, psoas strengthening. So we're just going to start to let the fronts of the hips open a little bit. So take some deep breaths as the hips are lifted. I'm just giving the fronts of the hips a passive stretch. Just wriggle the shoulders away from the ears, back of the head on the floor, chest nice and open. And you're going to take your right knee and just bring it up towards your nose and then stretch the leg out. And you're going to drop it almost to the floor so you can feel that psoas sort of starting to turn on, ropey muscle at the front of the hip. And then bring it back into the chest, then straighten it out and then hover it off the floor. So it's really having to contract as it lengthens. And then bring it into the chest and then stretching out that leg, dropping the heel almost to the floor, hovering, and then bringing the knee back into the chest. And bring that right foot back onto the floor. We'll do the same with the left side. So bringing the knee in towards the chest and straightening the leg out, dropping the leg down so it's almost touching the floor so you can really feel the muscle holding your leg up. Then bringing the knee into the chest, then straightening the leg out, lowering it almost to the floor, hover. Then bring the knee back into the chest, straighten the leg out, bring the heel almost to the floor, hover. And then bring the foot flat on the floor again. And just have a breath or two here. And you can come down onto the flat side of the block. So you're going to come down in stages basically. So if you are high up, you have a chance to come down in stages. So on the flat side of the block, a few breaths, and then removing the block, a few breaths. And just letting the sacrum widen underneath you, wriggling the hips. And then you're going to bring the soles of the feet together and have the knees out to the side. We're going to do some inner thigh strengthening. So you're going to very gently squeeze the inner thighs halfway up and then all the way. And then you're going to let them slowly move away from each other. Then squeeze halfway, all the way up. And then slowly the knees fall out to the sides. One more time, halfway, all the way, keeping the soles of the feet together. So they might not go all the way up to meet each other, those knees. Last time like this. And then bring the knees up and let them open halfway, then all the way. Then bring the knees together, open them halfway, then all the way. Then squeeze the knees together towards each other. Open them halfway, hold, and all the way open. And then all the way up to the top, halfway open, and then all the way back to the top, and then open all the way. And then halfway closed, back to open, all the way closed, halfway open, all the way closed, all the way open, halfway closed, all the way open, all the way closed, halfway open, closed, all the way open, all the way closed, halfway open, all the way open. Very nice. And just let the legs relax there, and then slowly bring the knees towards each other, inner knees touching and feet a little bit wider than the hips, just to rest the sacrum down there. Taking some deep breaths. And then rolling over.